Hey everybody, I just wanted to give you a little update. I went to D23 Day yesterday, the first official D23 Day in Disneyland Park. Yesterday they gave away a free set of ears. It's like the cap style, not the headband style. They had one that was completely black and one that had like teal ears and like a teal lining. I thought the teal ones were really, really pretty. The black ones, kind of boring for me. Obviously, I love color. So yeah, let's see. I got there like right around rope drop, a little early. So I got down to Main Street right when they were right before they made the announcement, and they did have a special announcement for D23 Day.
Resort. Today, we celebrate you, our devoted fans, and invite you to enjoy a magical day.
Like I felt like when they made the announcement, I was like, that's it. It didn't feel as special. Like they could have made it more special, how Disney does, but it was just kind of like cut and dry. Let's see. They opened about a minute early, which was surprising. But I got there early to get the ears. But besides that, there really wasn't anything to do in the park besides merch and stuff like that until about noon. They're having a cavalcade, not even a real full parade. Yeah. I will say that walking around the park and seeing everyone with their ears on, I don't know, it really felt special. It felt like a special day in the park. Yeah, it just felt like different than the norm. It was really just really nice walking around and seeing just seeing everybody from all over, because I feel like D23 Day brings a lot of people from all over the U.S. So it's a great opportunity to kind of meet people and network with other Disney fans that aren't just your local fans that we're used to seeing all the time. Normally, when I go to the park in the morning, I just go straight for attractions. But honestly, it was really nice yesterday just walking around and interacting with people, getting to walk in the shops when nobody was there and just enjoy the AC and not a lot of crowds. There were a lot of lines on Main Street. The first one I noticed was when you walk in, they had a special D23 photo op right at the front. But the line was literally wrapped around the whole circle, and at the time I was waiting in that sun in the heat for a photo was not my cup of tea. I did notice a really long line by Emporium, and I was confused because you could still walk in the store. I thought people were waiting for merch, but they weren't really waiting for merch. I asked another cast member, what the line was for, and she mentioned that they were waiting there. They had a special stamp in the coin machine for D23 Day. I've never really been into the coin collecting myself, but I was kind of interested to see how many people were interested in it. When I asked the cast member about the line, and she told me about the coin machine, she mentioned that the machine had broken that day. And so everyone was in line hoping it was going to get fixed. But can you imagine if you came all the way down to the park and anticipated this is the one thing you want, and then the machine breaks? So I really hope it got fixed and that those people got their coins. Obviously, there was always a pin release because, the pin traders, be a little crazy sometimes. It's okay. I am a pin collector myself, and I just got a new bag when I was down there. They released that has an insert that you can put all your pins on. So looks like I have room for more pins. But yeah. So then there was a line for the pin shop. I think it's some Mary Poppins stuff that people were excited about. For me, if it doesn't spark me joy in that initial look, where I'm yes, I want to have it, I'm very picky because otherwise I'd end up with so many pins. And then over at the Disneyana store, they had a line because they were releasing the Tarzan collection. They had a Tarzan Jane figurine, which is pretty cute actually, but like not personally, like Tarzan IP is not my favorite. There was a doll that they released for of Jane, and then there was a large pin, like in the shape of a leaf, but it had all the characters in it. So yeah, it was pretty cute. And then around 11, they started doing the Kincaid Studios. They did a signing from 11 to I forget, like 7. It was all day, which is, those events are always really fun as well, to meet other artists, because I feel like artists in Disneyland are often like underrated. So it's good that they have a spotlight for them. So like I mentioned, the cavalcade was around noon. It was at 12:15. We saw people. Well, I saw people lining up for that parade at 9 o'clock in the morning, sitting on the curb in the sun, and for not even a parade. I'm sorry, for a cavalcade. So I was like, more power to you. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it. So I kind of waited around for the cavalcade. It was cool. We saw. They had a couple, Disney artists. Oh, Jodie Benson was in the cavalcade. The voice of Ariel. She's always great to see. I've been seeing her a lot lately at Disney events, so it's nice to see Ariel out and about on her land legs. So yeah, and then around 1 o'clock, they had Stitch at the Tomorrowland Theater. So I went over, and it's mainly geared for the kids, right? But the kids were dancing with Stitch. It was super cute. They had some special meet and greets. Lotso was at the pier in California Adventure, but personally, like, it's hard in the heat. It's really hard for me to wait for long periods of time outside. So unfortunately, the line was so long. So I had to do a drive-by wave to Lotso. And yeah, and they had a lot of cool little photo opportunities out there. Let's see, they did, the Haunted Mansion was open. It was the first time I've been back since it's been open. And luckily a friend of mine had got us in the queue for it. It's honestly, like, when I went to find the line, it was scary because it was like literally interlocking with the Pirates line. So I was worried it was going to be a long wait, but they did a really good job of like getting everyone through the ride. And besides that, it was nice. Like, Disneyland doesn't have to do anything for it. This is their first one. So, they're testing the waters to see what was well done. They had a special commemorative map, or like a little guide that tells you everything that was going on in the park. And then it had like a little poster on the back. So, it was cute. Like, I appreciated for it being a normal day, like not a special, like normal admittance. You didn't have to go do a special event, but they still like had stuff for you. So overall, I had a good day. It was nice because a lot of friends came from around, and that I haven't seen in a while. So I got to meet up with some friends. So yeah, it was a great day, and I highly recommend checking out D23 Day next year. Although it'll probably be in Florida. That makes sense, right? So in 2 years, we'll have another one in Disneyland.